To you Dr. Donna Nassor, who was a member of the U.S. Peace Council delegation to Syria. She's an attorney and professor at Berkeley College.
Thank you, Bauman. Thank you. It's an honor to be here once again to remind everyone about the things that we saw when we were on the delegation to Syria last August. I again had the honor to be part of that delegation, and we had the opportunity to meet with not only government officials, but NGOs, students, academics, religious leaders, civil society, business people, and we did have an opportunity to meet with President Assad for almost 2 hours during that delegation. We came away understanding that what's happening in Syria is criminal. I came back here as an American feeling disturbed and ashamed of what my government is doing and continues to do. We are heading a coalition of governments whose intent is to make the Syrian people suffer and remove their duly elected president. Syria is a sovereign nation. We have no right to do this. And we promised the Syrian people that we met with when we were there that we would come back and speak truth, and that is what the U.S. Peace Council is doing through these talks. And, you know, clearly, I think at this point, most people understand that it is not the civil war that we are being told in the media. It is a proxy war. There are foreigners and people who are being paid and supported militarily, financially, to create the discourse and the suffering that we have been seeing in Aleppo and other places. It was clear to us from the meetings that we had that most of the Syrian people support Assad. And in fact, in all of our meetings, we didn't come across anyone who wasn't in support of Assad. There were people who were maybe critical of some things, but not everyone is unified. And regardless of religion, area where you live, regardless of any divisions that we in the United States like to use, labels we like to use to divide people, people in Syria are Syrians first. And they support Assad. They are looking to him to continue to lead the Syrian Arab army, to take back whatever places have been destroyed or stolen from them by foreigners. While he's doing this, he continues to provide free education, medical treatment to Syrian citizens. He is working hard to preserve the infrastructure. And he's also, with his government, maintaining and understanding that reconciliation has to start now. It can't wait until after. And so there is a minister of reconciliation, and they're engaging in restorative justice techniques to make sure that the foundation for a peaceful future for Syria is beginning now. As the militants are laying down their weapons, they're being embraced back into society. That's something that's sort of foreign to U.S. citizens because we reject people like that. But Syrians understand that they must do what's right now to preserve their society and to look toward the future. I'm not going to talk about all the sanctions. I know that Abel will be bringing up some of that. But, I mean, we did see and speak with people. We talked to people knowing that the sanctions are causing deaths. It's causing suffering of the Syrian people. And the sanctions are illegal. So at this point, I'm going to end by just saying that I am strongly in support of a continuation of what has been happening, what we've been seeing in Aleppo, getting rid of all of the foreign mercenaries, the terrorists who have been destroying and harming the Syrian people. It is time that we allow the Syrian people to begin their healing, to rebuild, and give them some time to figure out where they go from here. And I thank you very much for listening.